The Golden State Warriors are currently up 3-2 as we make this video, and they have the upper hand as they're going home to try to secure a big W over the Sacramento Kings. In today's video, we'll be analyzing the 3 players that stepped up for the Golden State Warriors and how these 3 players practically revived this dynasty again, and if they could beat the Kings, it's going to be a step in the right direction. And guys, the beam has not been lit for a while, so let's hope that it stays that way for Golden State Warriors fans. But before we go into those 3 players, make sure you guys hit that like button and that subscribe button for me, as it just helps get the video out to many more people. So enough of me talking, let's get right on to the first player that stepped up for the Golden State Warriors, and this is Kevon Looney. You know, we got players like Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, but literally nobody is willing to talk about Kevon Looney, and I think he's probably one of the most important players on this team. And when we look back to the old Golden State rosters, they had Andrew Bogut, players like Zaza Pachulia, and those guys were just there to cause a ruckus. But more specifically, Zaza Pachulia literally went on the court to jump on Russell Westbrook's leg and injure other players. But Kevon Looney, on the other hand, is a quality center that the Golden State Warriors finally have. Kevon Looney sort of reminds me of a younger, more big version of Draymond Green, and he can get the ball around, grab you rebounds, assists, and points. But one thing that stands out the most from Kevon Looney is his ability to get offensive rebounds, and this is so important when you want second chance opportunities for players like Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry. Looney's also one of the most elite screen setters in the league, but what makes him more unique is his ability to get a lot of assists out of those pick and rolls because he's left at the low block and he finds lobs and passes to other players. A good example of this is when Kevon Looney hands it off to Jordan Poole, does a fake screen, but he splits through the 2 defenders, and when he gets the ball in the paint, he sees the cutting Andrew Wiggins for the wide open layup that gets called for a goaltending. So everybody, I think it's time to put some respect on Kevon Looney's name. Now let's go ahead and talk about the second player that stepped up for the Golden State Warriors, and this is Andrew Wiggins. As you guys know, Andrew Wiggins played a vital role in getting the championship against the Boston Celtics because he locked down Jason Tatum. And if the Warriors even want a remotely close chance to get a championship this season, they need Andrew Wiggins to play well. And he's been doing that, especially in the most recent game against the Sacramento Kings. Andrew Wiggins had 2 steals and 2 blocks, and when this man is playing defense at this level, it's practically impossible to beat the Warriors. And a good example of Wiggins' defense is when Keegan Murray is coming down into the paint on a weaker Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins slowly stays behind him and says, "Get that shit out of here." And on top of all of this, if Wiggins can drop 20 plus points every single night in the playoffs, it's going to make it even more scarier. And that's what he did in the most recent game against the Sacramento Kings. He had 20 points and he had 2 big 3-pointers that helped space the floor for the Warriors. And I'm not surprised why the Warriors started off so bad and lost the first 2 games to the Kings. And this was because Wiggins was just getting right back into the groove of things, and he had a lot of off-court issues. So I think everything else is being resolved and he's more focused on basketball right now. And let's talk about the third player that has been stepping up for the Golden State Warriors, and this is Draymond Green. Draymond Green got a suspension because Sabonis was holding his leg and he's just trying to get off because he's getting held. Like, come on, man, why is he being suspended? But this suspension gave the Warriors a new perspective on Draymond Green, and he's starting to excel in a bench role, just coming off the bench and giving everything he's got. And he's doing exactly that, and in the most recent game against the Sacramento Kings, Draymond Green had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. Without Draymond, it is pretty hard for players like Klay Thompson and Curry to score. I'm not saying they can't score on their own, but it makes it so much more easier when you got a guy like Draymond that knows exactly how to pass it to Klay and Curry to get their wide open shots. These past 3 wins by the Golden State Warriors have really changed the narrative, and they're looking like a team that can pull off an upset against the Sacramento Kings and become NBA champions again. Let me know what you guys think about this Golden State Warriors team, and if they end up beating the Kings, how far do you think they will go in the playoffs? And can y'all tell me what the hell is going on with Jordan Poole? But that's been all for your boy Mubsy Hoops. If you like today's video, smash that like button. If you want to stay up to date with the latest NBA videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I appreciate every one of you guys.